What is going on out there today, boys and girls? It's Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Day 29 of the January 2021 31-day reboot. And man, all of a sudden it's here, right? If you started with me on January 1st, I asked you to drop one thing out of your diet, right? What one thing could you drop out of your diet that would make a difference? And if you did that on January 1st and you've been doing it for the last 29 days, right on. Way to go. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you in terms of, what kind of a difference are you feeling? Look, we got a couple more days here. We got until Sunday, 31st, but I would love to hear from you on the 1st, next Monday. How do you feel? Are you feeling a little bit better? And if so, are you ready to keep that, to drop that one thing you dropped during the month of January? Keep it going for another month. Why not? It's not the end of your, we're not talking about the rest of your life. We might be. We might be. It could be something that you decide that this has been a good thing. I feel better than I did on January 1st. Why not keep it going for another month? And after that, maybe after, come February, come March 1st, maybe you go, well, I'm just going to keep doing this. It's now become a habit. No more cravings, no more, white knuckling. It's now a habit. And what might be the next thing that you could drop, right? So let's go over to our notes that we're building throughout the month. And let me find it. Where are we? Here we go. And here it is. Okay. So yeah, here's where we started on January 1st. What's one thing, mine, I decided let's do the classic dry January. So we've done it. And, Mr. Jackledge going crazy here. Okay. Anyway, so I'm just curious, I want to hear from you next Monday. What one thing have you dropped? And want to hear how you're feeling about it. Let's go on down to today's. And again, if you guys want these notes that we're building on a daily basis, just let me know. Oh, I didn't even write it in here. Okay. The best exercise for strengthening is there it is. So it's pretty simple, right? And I see this all the time on whether it's Facebook or YouTube or someone, thing is, hey, here's the best exercise for strengthening, right? Or here are the 3 best exercises. Well, the number one, let's do this. Let's kind of hype it a little bit. The number one best exercise for strengthening is don't miss a session. It's as simple as that. And, for me, let's go back to, let's go back here. So for me, I talk real big about, you got to do all the exercise. You got to have a fitness program. You got to get right in the kitchen and all that stuff. Well, look, just like everybody else, remember if I teed this up in the beginning here, I know I just did with my 7-around-7 tennis video about a half hour ago. I said that, look, it's been raining. Well, actually starting to clear up. I don't know if the courts are playable this morning, but whatever. I've already pre-planned that, I'm not going to be playing tennis today. And that I'm going to get the stationary bike. I got a 45-minute stationary bike, Gusher, all teed up, ready to go. And after 45 minutes, it's, then it's working on the core for a little bit and then doing some arm bands for strengthening. And then some stretching, right? So it's about a 75-minute commitment, right? And there are days when, today I'm feeling it. Today I'm feeling it. And there's no, I'm excited about it. But there are other days when it's like this, right? It's raining, it's wet, the courts aren't playable, might have had tennis scheduled, can't do it. And I kind of just procrastinate that thing of, well, what do I want to do instead? Or there could be a day where, like today, where I've already got it scheduled, no tennis, but I am going to get in the bike and I'm just going, man, I'm just not feeling it. I'm telling you, when I can get through that day, when I can just, and we talked about this before, is that, well, all I have to do on a day where I'm not feeling like doing it is I just got to go put on the shoes. I got to go put on the running shoes. And for me, I mean, there are some times when I'll do a stationary bike workout with tennis shoes, but I prefer to use the running shoes. But my little trigger is, okay, don't think about the 75 minutes. Don't think about that big time commitment. Don't think about whatever. Just do that one thing. It's the James Clear 2-minute rule, right? Which is what can you do in 2 minutes that would be no big deal, but would be the start of getting into the bigger deal. And for me, it's just going in there and putting on the running shoes and go, I've got my running shoes on. I might as well start, right? Well, the next thing for me would be go to the water bottle. I need to have the water bottle there and fill it up. I've now done the shoes and I've done the water bottle all within 2 minutes. And so what's the next thing? So look, I know you've heard this before, that there are days when we don't want to do the thing that we should be doing or that we want to be doing. And, the best exercise is just don't miss a session. The best strengthening, the number one best strengthening exercise, don't miss a session, right? So that feeling for me on those days when I just don't want to do it, but I go through the 2-minute rule and I finally do it. And by the end of it, I actually feel better than on those days when I'm all pumped up and I really want to get it done, because I've overcome that thing of really not feeling it today, man. I can miss a session. No big deal. What if I miss one session? How am I going to feel tomorrow? Well, the chances are tomorrow, you're not going to feel terrible. It's not like you've gone from being in pretty good shape and whatever. Now you miss a day and now you got to start all over again. No, but it's that excuse that you can give yourself, which is, well, it's okay to miss a day. And then a couple more days go by and you go, well, it's okay to miss a day. I did it a couple of days. I did a few days ago and I wasn't that, now I wasn't out of shape. Well, okay. But if you pile on, if you add up enough, it's okay to miss today for whatever reason, fill in the blank. Yeah. Eventually you go back to square one and you got to start all over again. So the message today, and I got this again from James Clear, and I've been recommending this book all month. You need to get this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Spectacular. And the quote this morning is, I don't think it's a quote, but it's something in his weekly email he sends out. It's something to think about. The best strengthening exercise is just don't miss a session. All right, so there you have it. Guys, with that said, it might be time to get in the bike. I think so. Here we go. So look, any questions? And look, if you're still white knuckling or struggling with that one thing, maybe you're just getting started on your, you got into this January 2021 31-day reboot, just found out about it yesterday. All right, well, start today. Today's number one. And if you want to go back and look at all the videos, you can start to binge the videos from January 1st. Just go over to my YouTube channel, Web Tennis. It's youtube.com/web, W-E-B, tennis, all one word. And one of the playlists there is what we're doing for this month. And you can start on day one and just motor through it, right? But let's get it going. Let's get it rolling. All right, guys, that's it for me today. It is time. You got to get out there. You got to help someone else have a spectacular day. And guys, I will see you again tomorrow.